What's up everybody, Damon here, and in today's gaming news, what is old is new again. With Analogue's latest updated retro console, Sony lays out the roadmap for Astrobots' free DLC, and IO Interactive confirms its upcoming 007 game is the start of a brand new trilogy. This is your Daily Fix. Popular retro hardware maker Analogue has revealed its latest creation, and no, it's not another variant of the Analogue Pocket. This time they're going into the realm of 64-bit gaming with the Analogue 3D. According to the website, the Analogue 3D is, quote, a reimagining of the N64, in 4K resolution, 10 times the resolution of the original Nintendo 64. The company is also promising full 100% compatibility with every original N64 game ever made, regardless of region. This is done via FPGA hardware. Analogue has spent 4 years in development in order to attain absolute accuracy that software emulation doesn't provide. For the uninitiated, FPGA stands for Field Programmable Gate Arrays that can be programmed to mimic the hardware of older consoles. FPGA is used in Analogue's other devices, like the Pocket, which mimics Game Boy and Game Boy Advance hardware. The Analogue 3D runs on a custom operating system called 3D OS, and is compatible with the N64's original accessories, like the controller. The Analogue 3D comes with 4 controller ports, just like the N64, and has a built-in expansion pack if you're ever in the mood for some Donkey Kong 64. To help bring the games into the modern age, the console upscales to 4K. It also supports variable refresh rates, and if you want that retro look, it has several CRT modes that promise to bring, quote, true CRT reference quality to your HDTV in 4K. In partnership with 8BitDo, a new controller is being designed with the Analogue 3D in mind, sold separately. It features all the buttons of an N64 controller, but in a layout more in line with modern controllers like the Switch Pro Controller. And the joystick itself features Hall effect technology, so it won't get loose and wobbly after extensive use like the original did. The console also supports other Bluetooth controllers, presumably like Nintendo's own N64-style Bluetooth controller it sells through its own online store. 8BitDo's controller will retail for $40. The Analogue 3D will retail for $250, about $50 more than the N64's North American launch price, and pre-orders will go up on October 21st at 8 a.m. Pacific. Moving on, Sony will start releasing Astrobots' free post-launch speedrun DLC levels tomorrow, October 17th. The first level is titled Building Speed, with a new level to be released each week. On the official PlayStation blog, Team Asobi studio director Nicolas Doucet said, quote, these levels will test your platforming skills, and alongside an online leaderboard will give you the chance to compete against all your PlayStation friends. In Building Speed, with the help of Barkster, the Bulldog booster, you will blast your way through a sky-high city, dodge cranes, smash through crates, and even speed through a flying car wash on the way to rescue your stranded crew. 4 additional levels are planned, launching October 24th through November 14th. The DLC will add a total of 10 new special bots to the game, with Sony already announcing Eve from Stellar Blade and the Helldivers from Helldivers, obviously. There could be more DLC planned after this initial batch, as Doucet ended the blog post with a tease to, quote, watch this space, as there may be even more surprises coming soon. And you can watch this space here, this space being IGN, for all the latest Astrobot news. And finally, Hitman developer IO Interactive shared new details on its upcoming project 007. Studio boss Hakan Abrak said the game will be the start of a new trilogy featuring the famous spy, and that project 007 will be a James Bond origin story. Speaking with IGN, Abrak said he recognizes the responsibility they have when taking on the James Bond IP, especially considering they have their own secret agent series in Hitman. Abrak said, quote, obviously James Bond is a different IP, it's a huge IP, it's not our IP, it's actually the first IP that is not our original IP from the ground up. It's a lot of IPs. But what's exciting about that project is that we actually got to do an original story. So it's not a gamification of a movie. It's completely beginning and becoming a story, hopefully for a big trilogy out there in the future. And equally important and exciting, it's a new Bond. It's a Bond we built from the ground up for gamers. While there isn't anything in terms of a trailer or screenshots of this new Bond game, Abrak said he would share more when the team is ready. Oh, and this isn't the first time they've tried to reinvent James Bond for a younger crowd. Remember James Bond Jr.?
Bond. James Bond Jr.
And that is your Daily Fix for Wednesday, October 16th. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out our final preview for Stalker 2. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.